Have you ever tried to push yourself up from a chair and felt like your legs just didn't get the message? Like they hesitated, sluggish, weak. Or maybe you reached for something on a shelf and your arms felt oddly heavy, as if your muscles were slowly disappearing overnight. Most seniors chalk up to aging. But what if it isn't? What if that quiet loss of strength, that creeping imbalance, and the way your energy just seems to drain faster than before, had less to do with getting older and more to do with something missing from your bedtime routine? Here's a gentle truth that nearly 97% of seniors have never been told. There's a simple, natural food, just one creamy spoonful, that, when taken minutes before bed, can quietly turn on your body's muscle repair switch while you do nothing but sleep. And no, it's not a pill, powder, or trendy supplement. The title you just clicked on, "Do this one thing before bed to stop muscle loss overnight," might sound bold, but I've seen it work again and again as a health coach helping people just like you. That mysterious spoonful from the thumbnail? It's kefir, a rich, fermented milk loaded with life-giving nutrients that go to work while you rest. So let me ask you this. Tonight, your body will either break down muscle or build it back up. Which side will you choose? Because that one spoonful before sleep might just be the signal your muscles have been waiting for. Most seniors don't realize it's happening, not until it's too far gone. The quiet loss of muscle after 60 isn't just about feeling a little weaker or slower to get moving. It's a deep, invisible breakdown called sarcopenia, and it starts silently inside your muscle fibers, even if you still feel fine on the outside. At first, it's struggling to open a jar. Then the stairs seem steeper than you remember. Then one day, you're gripping the wall to steady yourself or holding your breath in the shower, praying your legs don't slip out from under you. That's not just aging. That's independence leaking away, one muscle cell at a time. Science says after 60, you can lose up to 5% of your muscle every decade. And if you're not rebuilding it, you're losing the very power that holds you upright, protects your bones, and even keeps your mind sharp. But here's the shocking part. Most seniors are unknowingly starving their muscles overnight, right when the body naturally tries to rebuild. No fuel, no recovery, just slow decline. That's where kefir comes in. Without the amino acids, probiotics, and micronutrients in kefir, your body is like a builder with no bricks. You can't repair what time is breaking. Let me put it this way. Two people, same age, same weight, same diet. One takes one spoon of kefir before bed. 10 weeks later, one still struggles to get out of a chair, while the other rises effortlessly without a second thought. Why? Because one gave their body what it needed at the exact moment it needed it most, while the other did nothing. And here's the scariest part. Sarcopenia doesn't show up on your face. It hides until your knees buckle, until you fall, until you can't stand back up. So the question isn't if it's happening. The question is, are you feeding your muscles or forgetting them? Every night, while you're tucked under the covers, your body enters a powerful healing mode, a secret repair phase that most seniors never take full advantage of. Because during deep sleep, your muscles aren't just resting. They're supposed to be rebuilding. Tiny micro tears from walking, bending, or even just sitting too long are meant to be patched up and made stronger. But here's the catch. Your body can't rebuild without the right tools. And by the time most people hit 60, those tools, amino acids, magnesium, calcium, even anti-inflammatory compounds, are often missing, blocked, or drained. So instead of growing stronger overnight, your muscles break down. This invisible process is called muscle protein breakdown. And in most seniors, it quietly outpaces repair. But here's the game changer nobody talks about. If you give your muscles the right nutrients before bed, you flip the switch. You move from breakdown to rebuild. That's where kefir becomes the unsung hero. In just one creamy spoonful, kefir delivers complete proteins, sleep-enhancing natural compounds, and gut-friendly probiotics, all of which prime your body to repair, not decay, while you sleep. But here's the key. The magic isn't just what you eat. It's when you eat it. Give your body the right fuel at the right time, and you can start rebuilding strength in your sleep without lifting a single dumbbell. So here's the real question. What if you could undo years of muscle loss while doing absolutely nothing, except giving your body the exact nutrients it's silently begging for? And what if skipping that one spoon tonight is the very reason your legs still feel like jelly in the morning? It might surprise you, but the real answer to reversing muscle loss after 60 isn't some expensive supplement, prescription drug, or powdered protein. It's kefir, a humble fermented milk drink that's been quietly healing bodies for centuries. But kefir isn't just another dairy product. It's a living food packed with slow-digesting casein protein, calcium, magnesium, vitamin K2, and over 30 strains of beneficial bacteria, many of which modern science is only beginning to understand. And while many seniors reach for whey shakes or high-protein snacks, they're missing what makes kefir so unique. Long-lasting muscle support that works while you sleep. Here's how. The casein protein in kefir digests slowly, releasing amino acids into your system throughout the night, drip-feeding your muscles exactly what they need during deep sleep. But that's just the beginning. Kefir's natural probiotics help calm hidden inflammation, assist in tissue repair, and even support your body's ability to absorb vitamin D and calcium, both of which are vital for strong muscle contractions and bone health. It's a rare kind of food, one that doesn't just feed you, it heals you, and it does it silently as you sleep. Now, one spoon may seem too small to matter, but when your gut, muscles, joints, and bones are all silently crying out for support, sometimes it's the smallest things that start the biggest change. So here's what you need to ask. Why does kefir outperform most commercial protein shakes in overnight muscle repair? Because while powders hit fast and fade, kefir is timed nourishment, engineered by nature to work with your body's rhythm, not against it. And here's what might truly stop you in your tracks. Many seniors who drink kefir before bed report less stiffness, better balance, and deeper sleep, all without changing a single thing in their routine. It's not hype. It's not a miracle. It's just your body finally getting what it's needed all along. By now, you're probably asking, why before bed? Why not at breakfast or with lunch? It's a great question. And here's what most people, even many health professionals, completely overlook. Your body does its deepest rebuilding work while you sleep. That's when growth hormone surges, inflammation resets, and your muscles enter full repair mode. But that repair process is hungry. It needs fuel, especially slow-digesting proteins like the ones found in kefir. If your body doesn't have those nutrients ready when sleep begins, it's like sending construction workers to a job site with no tools. Nothing gets rebuilt. Worse, your body may actually start breaking down muscle for energy, which means more weakness by morning. And here's the gut punch most seniors never hear. As you age, your body becomes less efficient at absorbing protein, unless it's delivered at the right time in the right form, when your muscles are primed to receive it. That's why kefir before bed is so powerful. Its casein protein digests slowly, releasing amino acids over hours, gently feeding your muscles all through the night. At the same time, its probiotics calm inflammation and soothe your gut, laying the foundation for deeper, more restorative sleep. This isn't just food, it's a trigger for healing. So ask yourself, could this one small change, not what you eat, but when, be the missing link between constant fatigue and real overnight recovery? Because here's the truth. You don't have to exercise more. You don't have to sleep longer. You don't need more pills. You just need to feed your body when it's naturally ready to heal. And that window opens the moment your head hits the pillow. By now, you understand how kefir supports your muscles overnight. But what if that same spoonful was quietly protecting your bones, your brain, and even your digestion? Because the real beauty of kefir lies in its synergy. It's not just a one-trick food. While your muscles are being repaired, kefir's blend of bioavailable calcium, magnesium, and vitamin K2 goes to work strengthening your bones. That means fewer fractures, better posture, stronger balance. Because let's be honest, what good are strong muscles if the bones beneath them are crumbling? But it doesn't stop there. Recent studies show that the live cultures in kefir may reduce brain inflammation, support the gut-brain axis, and even help regulate mood, memory, and focus. And isn't that one of the scariest parts of aging? Not just losing strength, But the mental fog, the forgetfulness, the quiet fear of losing yourself? Now imagine something as simple as kefir helping protect the very neurons that store your memories and stabilizing the brain chemistry that keeps your emotions balanced. Still not convinced? Then ask yourself this. How many times have you struggled with bloating, constipation, or acid reflux? Only feel tired, foggy, or unable to sleep? Almost every senior I've coached who battles digestive discomfort also struggles with poor sleep and chronic fatigue. Kefir's rich probiotic profile helps restore gut harmony, which means less inflammation, better nutrient absorption, and a stronger immune system. And today's science makes it clear. The gut is tied to everything, from your muscle strength to your mood to how clearly your mind functions. So here's the rehook, and it's a big one. What if kefir isn't just helping you rebuild muscle, but also guarding your mind, soothing your gut, and reinforcing the bones that hold you up, all with just one small spoon before bed? Think about that, because at this point, the real question isn't does kefir work? It's how many years has your body been waiting for this kind of whole body support and never gotten it? Now that you know what kefir can do for your muscles, bones, brain, and gut, the next step is critical. How to choose the right kind and how to use it properly to get those overnight results. Because not all kefir is created equal, and picking the wrong one could leave you bloated, disappointed, or worse, without any real benefit at all. Here's what to look for. First, skip the flavored, sugar-loaded versions. They're tempting, yes, but added sugars feed inflammation, undoing much of kefir's natural healing effect. Instead, reach for unsweetened, full-fat kefir with live and active cultures clearly listed on the label. The full-fat version is especially important after 60. It helps your body absorb fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K, and it keeps you feeling satisfied without spiking your blood sugar. You'll also want kefir that's been traditionally fermented, ideally with 7 to 10 strains of probiotics or more. If your store-bought kefir tastes too tart or chalky, try blending in a few berries, a sprinkle of cinnamon, or a dash of vanilla extract. These gentle additions won't interfere with the benefits, and they make the experience enjoyable. So, how much do you need? Just 2 to 4 tablespoons before bed. That's it. No massive glass. No blender cleanup. Just a small spoon and a consistent habit. And here's a bonus tip. Add a pinch of turmeric or a few crushed blueberries to your kefir before bed. These antioxidant-rich additions team up with kefir's probiotics to further reduce inflammation and boost cell repair while you sleep. So you're not just feeding your muscles. You're turning your bedtime snack into a microscopic repair team. Here's the rehook. What if that single spoon, taken at the right time in the right way, becomes the reason your mornings start with ease instead of aches? That's not a stretch. That's a routine. And routines, especially the small, consistent ones, are what truly change lives after 60. I've seen it happen more times than I can count. Seniors who felt like they were fading, like strength and stability, were slipping further away each month, quietly losing control of their bodies, and often too afraid to admit it. But then they made one small change. Just a spoon of kefir before bed. No gym. No expensive equipment. No exhausting routines. Just a simple shift in habit that turned their nights into healing time. One man, 72, used to struggle just to get out of his favorite recliner. He had to push off the arms, bracing himself every time. Within 6 weeks of adding bedtime kefir, he stood up smooth and steady, grinning like a kid. Another woman, in her late 60s, suffered from nightly leg cramps and stiff, painful mornings. After restoring the nutrients her body had been missing for years, she started sleeping through the night and walking her dog again. Now, stories like these may sound inspiring, but they're not rare. They're what happens when your body finally gets the one thing it's been craving. True, restorative nighttime repair. But here's the truth, and it comes with a warning. If you change nothing, nothing changes. Muscle loss will continue. Balance will decline. Falls will grow more dangerous. And your body will keep breaking down, unless you interrupt the cycle. But you don't need to overhaul your life. You just need to feed your body what it's been missing at the right time. That's the power of kefir. Just one spoon before bed. Just one habit done consistently. You've seen the science. You've heard the stories. And now you've been shown the path. So ask yourself honestly, what will tomorrow morning feel like if you do nothing? And what could it feel like if you start tonight? Because the real choice isn't between being young or old. It's between decline and renewal. And as a health coach, let me tell you, your body is still capable of rebuilding. It just needs a signal. Kefir is that signal. And it all starts with one small spoon before sleep.